Hey guys, Promissory Sun here. It's been a while, I know. So we're doing a different setup today. It's kind of makeshift, so just so you know. So today we're gonna be showing my Crusadia deck profile. It's a little different. I've only played it in personal games and not a tournament yet, so we'll see what happens when I can do a tournament. It works okay. It's a little slow, but we'll see how it works. It's a lot of Crusadia decks I've seen are relies a lot on your opponent, so this isn't pure Crusadia, obviously, because we don't have enough of the cards. And it's not Crusadia Kaiju like you've seen. It's actually Crusadia Mekk-knights. Because that's what I had, and I tried it, and I liked it. So this deck isn't done. It can always be evolved, and it's got my spicy text in it, as always. We're going to go off with one of the best monsters in the deck. Crusadia Maximus. So all of the Crusadians have the effect where you can special summon them in a zone in defense where a Mekk-knight where a Crusadia points to, where a Link monster points to. That's really good, and they all gain effects if they do that. Like his is once if you do this, you can special summon him. Then you can target a Crusadia Link monster like Ecomax, and gets double battle damage to a monster. Yeah, that's super good, Like, you can really just one-shot your opponent. Then we have one of the weaker ones of the deck, Arbora. She's level 3 and she's a tuner, which I thought was super cool. I'm currently thinking about a thing to do with her, but same special summon defense effect, but she's got a grave effect, and that is so when she's a graveyard, you can banish her and protect Crusadia from battle or card effect once per turn, which is super neat. And you got Leonidas, so I'm not going to keep listing off the special summon effect because the rest of them have them too. But he gives piercing, which is super nice in the case they have a defense monster. And they stack, so I should Maximus and Leonidas will work together. And then we have Reclusia. I haven't used Reclusia's effect properly yet, but this is one of the very few that's if it's normal or special, I think. Yeah, it is. So you can target a normal summon. So if you normal summon or special summon into a Link monster where it points to, you get this effect. You can target a Crusadia and a card your opponent controls and pop them both, which is kind of lame. But let's say you did that and you had Arbora in the grave, target him and the other card, try to pop them both and save it with her. I mean, that'd be neat. I haven't done that yet. Alright, that's all the Crusadia stuff. And then we got all the Crusadia monsters. We are almost done. We have one more left. And then we have our recovery power in the deck. Draco. When he's special summoned, normal or special, you can actually add a Crusadia from the grave to your hand. So usual play is normal summon a Crusadia, link to the Link 1, special this, search a monster from the deck and add the monster that you normal summoned, so you can special summon it. Because you can only do the effect once per turn. And then we'll do the World Chalice stuff first. So it's really simple, 3 crown, 1 lance. Crown is a special summon and a negate. You special summon it to a card in defense where a card points to. Decent. And then if a special summon monster activates effects, you can tribute this card and negate it. If it was normal summoned and you tribute, you get to add a World Legacy card. And he has got a real cool effect. During damage calc, if you battle a Link monster, you can make that Link monster lose 3k. And then it's got another effect too. If a card special summoned from the extra deck, you can special summon 1 World Legacy token with 0 attack, 0 defense in both people's fields. It's really helpful. I mean, that's that piercing power right there. Only hand trap of the deck, Valor, because I own it and I love him. He's adorable, and I don't own the other stuff, but you don't really need to run him if you're playing casual like I do. And we get over to our Mekk-knight stuff. Now, there's not a lot. Just 2 orange, 1 yellow, 1 red, 2 green, 2 indigo. I'd run a blue sky, but I don't own one. And you can mock this up. This deck, this is like the interchangeable part. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 8 cards are really interchangeable. You just take one card of the extra deck and that's it. So then we're gonna get on to the trap cards, and there's only like 4. So there is Red Reboot, because it's always useful, and then your Crusadia trap card, Crusadia Vanguard. Crusadia Vanguard is really cool. When you activate it, you can tribute a Crusadia World Legacy and special summon a Crusadia World Legacy from your deck or grave with just a different name, which is super useful if you want to get some attack power in. You can have this thing in your deck or your grave. You can tribute one of your weak Crusadias and boost up your links. But it also has another effect where your opponent can only attack your link monsters. So if you get your Crusadia big enough, they can't really hurt you. And then we got some other stuff. So we have a bunch of spells in the deck, and I'll show my spicy text in a moment. So it's mostly Crusadia stuff and World Legacy stuff. So you have 3 of the field spells, which adds 500 attack to all Crusadias. And then once per turn, you can target a Crusadia that can battle all monsters the opponent controls. Then you got this quick play spell, which makes Crusadias immune to everything except their own effects. And we have World Legacy Succession, because you can search out the Mekk-knight link and add special summon to monster. Then the spicy draw card is Slash Draw. So if you see JD Yu-Gi-Oh! Ran this in a deck of his Lightsworn deck, it's actually pretty good, even in this deck. So this deck does some recycling, but not very much. Alright, the moment you lose these Crusadias, you're done for. Alright, so activate it, you mill. If you hit Slash Draw, that's pretty cool, but if you don't, you don't. Yeah. So if you guys don't know what it does, here it is. I don't want to read off the whole thing, because it's actually a lot. But I really like it. It's fun. And then the Link monsters, they're pretty simple. So let's start off with the one-ofs. So all my one-ofs. It's a Decode Talker, a Pentastag, because it gives piercing, a Transcode, Trigate, Cerberus, Mekk-knight, Morningstar, and Phoenix. There's also going to be a Spectrum Supreme, but I'm just trying to get one. But no, this is really good because this deck can extra link, albeit it's really difficult to, but it can. For these 3, Decode's a good alternative to Ecomax, depending on the situation. Morningstar's your Mekk-knight link that search you your World Legacy cards, which is super nice. Transcode is a really good monster. You can summon a link 3. And I have done it where I've summoned Equimax from the grave, so Equimax got 5,000 attack out of it. It was really cool. Pentastag is the new one from the new deck, so link monsters get piercing, and so it's kind of difficult to, but I've linked Equimax to him, alright, and that gave these 2 piercing, but he can't attack as being pointed at by Ecomax, but he gets piercing without having to burn an effect. My Ecomax does. And the main players of the deck, so we have first the Crusadia Mekk-knights, the Liquid monster. It's real simple. And they all have a cool effect. So they gain the original attack of the card it points to, right? And then its other effect is if a card special summon to zone this card points to, you can add 1 Crusadia monster from your deck to your hand. It is a hard once per turn, so that's really scary and sad. And then we go to the link 2, which is Regulix, who points up and down, 1,000 attacks, same effect for the original. But instead of the monster, it searches a spell trap, which is your trap cards and everything. And we have Crusadia Ecomax. I am currently waiting on my 3rd one right now, but we have. And he's the best one. So gains attack equal to the combined original attack of all monsters card points to. Super cool. So monsters card points to cannot attack. Same as all these guys. But so you contribute a World Legacy or Crusadia monster and negate 1 face-up card on the field. That's super good. Alright, it doesn't destroy you, which means you can stop those stupid purple poisons. So how this deck plays is real quick. We'll just use a few random Crusadias. we'll use these 3 Crusadias. 3 Crusadias is not bad, right? So you normal summon the one you want to use the last, so Maximus. Link 1 into Magus. Magus will get you a search for a World Legacy card or a World Chalice cards. Let's say we search probably Crown. I like searching Crown. We get Crown to hand, right? And we special summon Elvabora. Alright, so Magus gets you a search for another one. Wait, correction, sorry, I did that wrong. Special Magnus. You do this, and then you special this, and then you get your search. I'm sorry about that, guys. You link 2 into your link 2 Regulus, right? Then you special summon Draco, and Draco adds you back Maximus. Alright? And then you link 3 into him, and then both of these can be special summoned. And then he gains, 3,600, which is pretty good, and you can give him double battle damage against a monster. It's pretty powerful. Not gonna lie, like you can get some big numbers in this deck. I remember doing 13,000 damage one time. It was really cool. But no, this deck I love it. It's not the most powerful deck in the world, but it's decent. Slash is really nice. Like, if you need resources, your link monsters can go back in if they're already used up, because as you saw, that simple play used 2 link monsters. Super annoying sometimes, but if I was going to make a couple changes, maybe run a soul charge in there. I'm thinking about running a mini kaiju engine, not like the ones you see. 1 interrupted and 3 kaijus, so not very much, but I'm thinking about it. The slash draws are things you can take out, obviously. But no, you can tell that the extra deck's pretty limb. If I was going to put anything in there, it'd probably be like the usual is a Boral Sword. Saryuja does not work in this deck, sadly. He just does not. And I own a Saryuja, so it saddens me. If you want to run him, you can. I mean, if you get him off, he's pretty nifty. That's about it. Signing out, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Happy to be back.